Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Manciot. I wanted to come to you today to wish you a wonderful year of 2018. For it is goodbye 2017, and now we're welcoming this new year that could be a very, very brand new experience. For if 2017 has been easier, ever since 2012, we've been karma has been lifted. It's becoming easier and easier. Yes, we still hold on to some of the old things, so it is important to allow ourselves to let the past be in the past and to open ourselves to something really, really new. Well, I hope this year will bring you joy, will bring you happiness, will bring you health, will bring you prosperity, abundance, creativity, fulfillment. And so it is no need to compromise with your dreams and desires, for the universe is fully equipped to bring you all that you need. But do not ask for, well, I'll take this, but I'm not sure I deserve that, or just ask for the full package, ask for full happiness, full joy, freedom from need, freedom from desires. For once we are fulfilled, we can stand in the silence without having to fill it up with desires, fill it up with words. It is a place where we can move outside of time and maintain a state of being that is beyond temporality. For eternal life is eternity has nothing to do with the physical body. For our physical body could last a lot longer if we knew how to crystallize it. But in essence, we are in essence eternal consciousness comes from a connection to the eternal part of ourselves. For we have many false beliefs that condition our scientific research as well. For science is the pursuit of truth. Science changes from planet to planet, from civilization to civilization, from station to station, and it is always relative to the world of energy that we live in, and understanding the laws and principles in order to create technologies that enhance the quality of life. One of the greatest false belief that we have, I don't want to, of course it is just my perception, I don't want to sell you on anything that, but in essence I know that which I'm talking about throughout all those videos is an aspect of truth. It is something that is not usually discussed in the mainstream media or yet in schools or all those things. But in essence, a very important understanding, knowledge that is that life is eternal and death is temporal. For we believe that life is temporal and death is eternal. That's the contemporary belief. But in essence, life will always go on. It always has been. It always will be. Death is only a temporal phenomenon that we all must go through as mortal. That transition, that helps us transition from one form into another. But life, once we die somewhere, we are reborn somewhere else. Therefore, we become non-death and non-living. We become eternal. So in essence, life has always been. We do not know also that the universe is the creation of life. Life is not something that was implanted into the universe. The universe was the creation. Life created the universe as a field of creation, a field of experimentation. So it is something grandiose that we are part of. We do not know. Really, for if we are mortal, we do not know the essential truth about life, about God, about spirit. Yet we are working towards that, and you can have the faith to know that it is your eternal nature, that no matter what we do, we cannot alter this eternal nature of who we truly are. For we are eternal life, we are connected to that sphere of spirit. We do not know that what life is, but we know it exists because we are part of it. It is can deny that, but it's still we only for so long. For life is there, we are part of it, and we are growing as one. Like each planet is like a cell in the galaxy, and we are one cell in the process of growth on the Earth. Yet we are all deeply connected. So every time we make a step forward, the whole of humanity is being uplifted, upgraded. Or every time we move a step backwards, humanity has been slowing down, for we all are part of this collective, and we have to grow together. In a sense, 2018 will show the beginning of peace, for peace on the earth, for that is an essential attribute of maturity, the ability to move into something that is more reasonable, for there is never any need for war as an instrument of evolution for millenniums, and brutality and violence is unfortunately nothing new on the planet. But now we have to move into a situation where the world leaders have to come to other other ways than killing and murder in order to solve their differences. Otherwise, they will be removed, and we'll take the people will choose leaders that will find a way to resolve their differences without brutality and violence. For there is it is very important not to let ourselves be discouraged by the level of dysfunction and corruption that we can see in society. For when we become lucid, we can see things clearly, and we see all kinds of madness that is being played. But we have to take certain detachment in order to keep our joy, to keep our frequency high. And from there, from that sphere of light, we usually have, if we are guided, we usually see a central point of resolution in order to create the resolution in whatever situation. For if we want peace, we have to create this peace inside of us, and then we are able to bring other people into our peace. Once we discover that peace is not a luxury, it is not something that we can buy. Also, it is just something that we have to create. We have to allow ourselves. For we want to return to the light. We want to fuse with the light. We want to move into this light frequency in order to connect to the fifth dimensional matrix, and then. In many sense, it is a difficult process, because we are being everything we believe in society has to be relinquished. All our beliefs have to be relinquished in order to integrate higher beliefs, higher level of relationship as far as we in essence in relationship to the world of energy. For once we master our own energy systems, thoughts, emotions, behavior, and we align it with the law, we become a new power, a new revelation of self reveal itself. For we are seeking wisdom. Wisdom is a magic, it is a key, and when we discover that magic key, it is because I am presence and the spirit of the universe see that, and they allow this magical transformation. So the wisdom is like alchemy. It is an acceleration process that allows us to move beyond time. For once we live outside of time, we are no longer we can maintain we can maintain a frequency that is of course we connect to the world outside of us, and people are bounded through time, but if we are independent, we can help them free themselves from that and understand the freedom that can be offered within each and every given moment of now. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. Of course, there is the illusions of the senses and the law, and so most of our life is we've been fooled by our senses in believing this is the truth, this is the reality, when the law will free us from that, and it is just a matter of aligning our senses, to discipline our senses. Our senses are like children; they do not know better, so they don't want to blame your mouth from wanting something, or your ear from needing music, or your eyes from wanting input, but they're just children. They have to be taught, and that's why meditation is there to align, to rest your senses, so your senses can become submissive to the soul and to the higher frequency within ourselves. It is the spiritual school of non-being that teaches that, and so slowly but surely we will obtain more self-control and more temperance, and so we'll be in a much better position to serve and enjoy life. For this year will be about celebration, about finding joy, about being able to play, to enjoy. Of course, the work, I have much work to do as well. I have many projects. But this joy, the work that I have to do is will bring me joy, will bring me fulfillment. For if you have to find a way to serve society, to work, but it has to bring you joy. You have to find joy within all the little things of life, and slowly but surely you can simplify your life and eliminate those things that are no longer consistent with your ability to live within the light and the love and the joy, and then little by little we're going to be able to find new freedom, new ways of living, and therefore we'll move into a state of gratitude, and from there we'll be able to receive a lot more, for there is no limit in relationship to the integration potential of spirituality within each and every one of us. For we are there is the source of all creation, as this spirit to live with our soul, and so this great monitor, known as the I Am Presence, is present within all human beings, and just through that knowledge you can communicate with a higher intelligence every time you meet any human beings on a superconscious level. Well, those things will come into more practical aspect as soon as we move into that process. For now, the situation, we'll pull a few cards. The situation is the guardian. The guardian. She's guarding, she's protecting, she's protecting. We have to know that we are always protected. We are always, our soul is never in any danger, no matter what can the appearance of the physical world, for we want to create a secure and peaceful life around us as well. But in essence, the guardian is the understanding that there is a light behind all the mask, behind all the plays, for there is before Shakespeare ever said it, there was a great philosopher named Heraclite in the 6th century BC who said life is a stage. You come in, you watch, and you leave. It is quick, it is direct. And of course Heraclite must have got most of his wisdom. It's a very, very wise person. It's made incredible scientific discovery that has not yet been understood, but it is connected to the wisdom of the Egyptians, the understanding of magic wisdom, and the understanding of the sacred soul fire, and all those things of the esoteric knowledge. For the guardian, so the situation is the guardian. It is about being patient. It is about keeping, protecting. She's protecting this diamond. And the diamond is the soul. The soul is a diamond. There is a diamond core that we have within ourselves where all our memories are stored, and we want to reopen those doors. So slowly but surely, we can reintegrate all those many spiritual aspects of ourselves. In the invisible world, we have the actor. So the actor is the one that changes a role. It plays. It is for I understand that what the role people play. Sometimes someone can come into your life and want to play the good person that will help, or play the bad person that will put sticks in your wheels. Understand they are just playing roles, and so it is important not to allow yourself to be swept away in the drama of the play. For life should be a comedy. Make it a comedy. Make it joyful. Do not go in. You cannot go into drama and enjoy life in the same time. So there has to be a clear choice of understanding. What is visible is the seeker, is the child of want. So it is he who seeks shall find, and so it is important to continue to seek, and by seeking we will find. Is to be modest. It is about being gentle. It is about being gentle with yourself, not to be over judgmental, to allow us to understand that we all have this dark part of ourselves. Every time we choose to incarnate into a heavy sphere like the earth, for the earth is light, but when we integrate the world of matter and lower consciousness, we integrate a very impure and dark and heavy world, and we do the best we can. And so God knows that is not in judgment. Nevertheless, we are bounded by our choices. We are bounded by our wisdom or our fear. We are bounded by our beliefs, and so it is important to seek liberation, to seek freedom, to seek wisdom, to allow yourself to open yourself to receive the love and wisdom and light of the soul and the spirit. And this is really what we're working on. For now, we have four. It's the Woman of Cup. It is the rejoicer. It is about finding joy, finding true bliss, living blissfully, living in joy, living in beyond. Of course, people will have judgment, but do not judge yourself, and do not judge them for judging you. Just be free of. Do not let others demonize you or tell you that you should do that or you should do this. For your life is your life. You want to live it, and as you follow your inner voice, your inner voice will not deceive you. Your inner voice is true. Well, sometimes they can introduce concepts that may not be fully what is. I'm talking we because the spirit is always one, but yet it can come from plural consciousness. Yet it is always for a higher growth. Everything that comes from within is the highest guidance. You cannot find higher guidance than to tune into yourself, to listen to your dreams, keep a journal, keep track of your interdimensional experiences. For after a while, you have so many that you cannot really keep track or to share all of them. Or there are some things that are kind of delicate because they feel very personal. Yet there come a time where they need to be shared. For of course, wisdom and all an essential eternal knowledge. When I say wisdom, I talk about transcendental, immortal, transcendental philosophy. Those things that allow us to merge out of the temporality, and this has to be cultivated every day. It is something that we set ourselves the goal to discover wisdom, and then little by little things are changing. But we will be learning to experience more joy. It is important this year, like I said earlier, to give time up to ourselves, to play, to relax, to enjoy, to learn to take care of ourselves, to be nurturing in relationship to ourselves. And the outcome to this whole process will be balance, which is it is justice, it is harmony, it is balance and harmony. Peace and harmony are very the essential societal aspect that are the most valuable. For if we can get peace and harmony, everybody will flow within their own flow. For peace and harmony has been the model of a very advanced civilization named Arcturus. For millions of years, they've always adjusted their civilization towards peace and harmony. For they have left for they haven't been involved in any sort of warfare for millions of years, and so we're going to begin to be able to not only tune into our soul and spirit, but begin to communicate with all those galactic family, the ascended masters, the archangels, all kinds of spirit helpers that are some of them are not even known by men or not even revealed yet. Understand that whatever happens within your consciousness is real, but there is illusion and reality. We have a part of ourselves that is the light, and a part of ourselves that is ignorance. So we have God and the devil within ourselves. We have the light and the dark. We made of all those things. They need to blend in, and only the master of light can blend in the flesh, the darkness within the light. For the light, as long as this is not done, the darkness will always try to take dominance over the light until there is enough lucidity, so that there will come a point where we'll never be fooled by illusions. So all of this is coming into the picture. I hope you will enjoy this month of January. For January, we still have a couple of months after Valentine's Day. Since it has been prophesied by Archangel Michael that things will really be moving forward. So we got a month and a half of preparation for those new energy that will be completely transformative in the middle of February. But for now, we have this time to enjoy, to get organized. I had about 200, maybe not 300, but I had about maybe 100 pages of notes that I had taken of technology, project, creativity, art, and so on. But I kind of there was a lot of repetition, so I regrouped them into like 20-40 pages of notes. So now I'm ready to start my year. I hope you enjoyed that. You had a good time through the holidays, and that this year we'll be able to start. We have this moon, this powerful moon right now that will launch us, that is helping to very soon we have all the planets are going to go direct, and so utilize this energy for the best. Be ready, be open to feel what opportunity, what is ready to happen, what is not ready to happen. Do not waste your time in those things that are useless or futile. Just concentrate your focus on what is really wanted, and you'll see that things will move along quickly. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Namaste.